Right, the Haras to Trotteurs Great Square, July 13, catching up with Greg Sugars after she's Ruby Roo. We got her invite the other day. Greg, firstly, well done.
Yeah, thank you, Paul.
Great little result for a filly who, her form just keeps getting better and better, this little filly.
Yeah, that's right. No, when she first arrived at our stable, the owners had a good opinion of her, and she was relatively lightly raced, but ran some good races, and probably took a little while to adjust to our work routine here. But since she's had a break, she's sort of really gone to a new level. 6
starts this season, I think 3 wins, no placings, which is quite ironic, but been in good company, and she seems to be a horse that keeps stepping up, progressing the right way for a trotter in your stable, I'd imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. She's getting on a pretty tough mark now. We're pretty high in the ratings, so it's hard for the mares to sort of compete against the boys when they sort of start getting up in grade. But races like this that we're really looking forward to getting into, they should suit her down to the ground.
Richest age race for the year for the Trotters, so everyone aims to get there. There was a little bit of conjecture whether you were going to get there or not, but it must have been great to finally get the invite.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, we saw her in the early markets. She was, I think, she was pretty short in the maybe second or third pick in the early markets, and we hadn't even been issued an invite yet. So we weren't even sure if we were going to make it up there or not. But no, at this stage, everything's on track, and that's the plan.
It's a great carnival. You've probably worked it out as well. It's a great way to potentially make a horse that next level. Jimmy, better Eclipse. I mean, I think that was the start of it for him. A horse like this could be a good grounding for her. Get a bit of travel under her legs. I know she's been to Sydney a couple of times, but it could be a good little grounding for her.
Yeah, that's right. No, it's interesting how it works with some horses that have never sort of left their comfort zone of their own environment and their regular racetracks. That you take them for a trip away, and sometimes it doesn't even go to plan that first trip away. But for some reason, they more often than not, they seem to be better for the experience. So it's something that I can't quite fully understand of how that works, but it certainly does in many cases. So hopefully this trip will really season her up, and it's a big adventure because she's actually got to stop over in Sydney on the weekend. This weekend coming, there's a 4 and 5 year old race there that looks quite suitable for her. So it kind of breaks the trip up a little bit that she'll have a run at Menangle the week before, and hopefully everything goes well and she comes through that okay, and then head up north to Queensland.
You answered all my questions, because that was one of those things that you and I spoke about. I think it was Queen Elizabeth Cup time, I think. She ran there. She went huge. She ran 5th that night, I think, or 4th anyway. But she was massive on that occasion. And, you're saying, well, if she doesn't get the invite, there's a good race for her here, and it's a little bit easier for you. Probably logistically makes it a little bit tougher for you now. But your stable's used to these sorts of things and travelling horses, so I'm sure you're looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and like I said, it'll break up the trip as well a little bit. And since she was scratched out of the race the other week here in Melbourne, that it'll be a good little lead up anyway, that she can have a good sharpen up there at Menangle this week, and hopefully that'll go well and top her up nicely for Queensland.
No ill effects, just a slight scratch, and you just had to treat it, so you had to look after her, and probably not even with this race. Don't think she was invited actually at that stage, so but everything's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was a very minor little thing, but required a little bit of treatment that we obviously couldn't race on. So, we unfortunately had to miss that race. And, the way the barrier draw worked out and the way the race unfolded, I sat there watching her thinking, gee, I think she would have been a red-hot chance in that. Certainly, maybe not have won, but she certainly would have been right in the finish. So, but anyway, it was only minor, and we're all over that now.
Racing Queensland in the Creek, they do a great job. You're looking forward to getting back to the track. And will she handle that track okay? I mean, it looks a track that most trotters handle, but some can have issues.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't cause her any concern, I wouldn't have thought. So, no, the Creek have done a fantastic job building this carnival every year. We were there, we sent a horse up during the COVID period, moments like these, and won the Oaks. That was our first runner up there, and been there back a couple of times since. So every year I think the carnival's growing. It's getting more and more interest. The money that's on offer through that month or 6 weeks or however long the carnival goes for is quite incredible, and everyone involved needs to be commended for building such a great carnival.
The Trotteurs Great Square, July 13, so everyone will be tuning into that. Plus, there's a couple of good trot races after that. Keep an eye out for Haras to Trotteurs too. There's a big announcement going to happen in the next couple of days there. Make sure you go to harastotrotters.com.au for that. Just very quickly, well, not very quickly, I don't care how long it takes, but 1 overall last night. He's a great trotter. He just keeps getting better and better. Like I said, sort of almost fits what Lara J are able to achieve here with your trotters.
Yeah, no, he's He's a strange animal. He doesn't fit the mould of a perfect racehorse, that's for sure. But he's certainly got his share of ability when he puts it all together. And thankfully, touch wood, this campaign since coming back from a little break too, he's sort of really holding it together quite well. Like the mobiles have caused him a great deal of discomfort, and and probably over the last sort of 12 or 18 months. But there's not that many stand starts that he's sort of eligible for at the moment. So he sort of had to really step up his game and make the mobiles work, and thankfully he sort of is at the moment, and he's putting his best foot forward more often than not at the moment, so it's really good.
It's funny how he's turned, because I think stands were always his Achilles heel early on in New Zealand. He had to be a mobile horse, and then he came out here and everyone said he's a standing start horse, and now he's becoming a little bit more of that complete package.
Yeah, that's right. No, he's he's been exceptional. His strike rate in the stand starts since he's been here is quite impeccable, really. But he is handicapped out of a lot of the country cups now, which makes it a bit tough for him. So really pleasing that he's now not just a one-trick pony for us, and that he's able to compete in the mobile racing.
Greg, thank you. Good luck in Queensland, mate, with Shree's Ruby Roo. Congratulations for getting the invite as well. Going to be a great race series, and as always, thank you very much for everything you and Jess do. You're outstanding. It is a Sunday, and you still give me the time, albeit you didn't know you were giving me the time, but that's okay.
No worries, Paul. Always happy to help out.